Senior Nursing Home and Polyclinic MOHS project, model, roof level, and level 3 section and level 1. Today, I'm going to share 4 sections. BIM VDC knowledge. It's focused to link up what is the different BIM and VDC, and why BIM, why VDC. And second is the BIM VDC requirements for the client. What are the client requirements at the moment? So we need to know what is the client require, and then what are the things that we need to deliver. Then what is our extract, as well as the BIM VDC process that we are doing at the moment. So this 3 section is just a sharing. So you just need to sit back, relax, listen. But definitely there will be Kahoot section derived from those slides. The last section will be a talk about 30 to 45 minutes in fundamental base case, which is we wanted to show how to design, review, and use BIM model and constructability studies. We will need to do hands-on. Let's start with BIM VDC knowledge. Why BIM VDC is started in Singapore? It's in around 2010, government really looking for to change the productivity of the industry. So the change or transform is a need to improve productivity, right? Industry transformation map MTM was developed. BCA leads this big environment ITM, and then they define BIM, PBVC, and DFMA as a game-changing technology at 2010. Then at 2012, with the help of BIM steering committee, workforce team together with industry and international BIM expert, they developed first BIM guide and issued first BIM guide in May 2012. And the second BIM guide is issued at August 2013. Actually, those BIM guides basically provide frameworks and common understanding and common platform, common base to implement BIM at different organization projects. You can see I have included hyperlink for you to download those BIM guides if you are interested to read. In my slide, there will be a few more hyperlink at the left corner. You can download it later. It's inside in the PDF file I shared to you guys. Started at 2010, and they are looking for okay, what are the challenges in BIM implementation in Singapore? That they realize the lack of demand for BIM at the moment. So their strategies like, okay, public sector taking the lead. As a result, you can see nowadays in BIM requirements for HDB, MOHS, and JTC, those the public sector are taking the lead to track down and interest in the way 2D practice, drafting practice, all those also need to move around because governments start doing BIM e-submission. It's compulsory. They are raising the standard more and more. So no choice, people need to moving forward to BIM. But at the first, lack of ready pool for scheme BIM manpower. So what they do is they have a lot of BIM diploma courses in BCA and other school, and then the school also start teaching BIM. And definitely they started to come up BIM award. Strategy is to promote success story of the companies and the project. So the BIM award is one of the way to promote BIM and the industry by promoting success story. Then as for the additional resource like PC and manpower requires, they are giving BIM and VDC and IDD funding. To be honest, one of the embarking to BIM is because we are getting very early BIM funding. Is quite substantial amount. So a lot of companies start going to BIM because of this funding. Without this, probably people stay back and relax. So you can see in the around 240 where they assess back what are the BIM funding. They are a lot of people are applying is fan based. Usually individual guys just go and buy the PC and they say, okay, what are we doing? That's it. Full stop. They are not really, a lot of people are not really going for like collaboration kind of funding. only 20% of funding is claimed for collaboration, allocated collaboration. So government we like, okay, collaboration is really neat. So they, in the second enrollment, they really focus on direct collaboration through our value change, meaning they need to pass around each guy BIM model to another guy. Teambuild is this period 2010 to 2040, we are still started at 2012. Then like 2060, we start getting to the BIM Awards. And project BIM Awards, which is a collaborated very first PVC BIM Award using PVC and BIM technology in our team, Teambuild. So those are the things that's also for being essential, being guide. You can see those are the project our Teambuild projects. We have contributed to this being essential guide as well. So okay, just I rewrite it to just now. So government know that we need to have a very strong collaboration. So they are working toward VDC guide and the issue at 2017. What VDC guide actually is more looking towards collaborating, working different parties. This is a CEO message for the VDC guide. You can see people talk about a lot about collaboration. So you can see the VDC framework, it derives or a few items. Definitely must have common goal. So then people start collaborating, right? So there will be a few to goal must be break down to the objective. With the objective, each objective must have activity to do it. Those activity basically using with BIM model is the base. They're like ecosystem definitely talking about the people's, I mean, the environment, like maybe physical facilities such as meeting room or whatever. The platform like BIM 360 command sharing data area, so-called CDE, command data environment, something like that. So people must establish common platform. I mean, BIM can be hosted as a common crowd area, something like that. So people can collaborate each other rather than everyone isolated background and then no collaboration. So they are more focused on BIM ecosystem and process optimization. One of the item is a lean method, lean principle and tool in the VDC method. As well as process mapping. So you can see the different in BIM and VDC is a BIM plus a lot of collaboration, and this process optimization is so far we can consider VDC. People may usually say, oh, okay, twice, bid twice. You bid in digital first, and then you bid in real things. This is very common understanding. But without collaboration, we are likely not able to bid, because isolate being alone, people cannot do like how to virtually bid without information from PM or consultants engagement and process mapping, right? So we can see the VDC, Singapore VDC framework basically was looking toward like, okay, the gap and what is their desired outcome. So the gap is basically in the practice, what people are doing is like, there is a BIM model, because government saying you must submit e-submission in BIM format. So they go for regulatory submission. In BIM, they are full stop. And in fact, they are following behind. First, they are doing it into this railway. They like they outsource to whatever, or they just give it to being a team. Okay, you update based on 2D drawing. The 2D drawings, they the one that they're really using. Give it to Tanda set. Tanda set come out 2D drawing PDF, whatever. The contractor start bidding B, which is a lot of gap. A lot of effort is lost. I mean, here especially no link between consultant and our contractor when it's kind to being. They are trying to say also sometimes. Yeah. So in BIM's environment, what the government pushing for is like, okay, you must really use BIM model for tender regulatory submission, continuous use standard drawing production for BIM model, and then pass it standard drawing to contractor. The contractor do whatever the activity in BIM, continue use until FM state, facility management state. This is what Singapore desire BIM guide VDC framework desire outcome. Not just remember, not just a 4D kind of construction simulation is not a VDC itself. VDC, the desired outcome is to use this BIM model in the whole value change. Definitely 4D is a part of it. If you have up-to-date BIM model, then you have the master program for like planning T and PM, you can make use to generate a 4D. Yeah, but BIM is still need the base as the base in VDC. So what are the current stage in SG? Currently, as Mr. Vasu mentioned, there is a IDD funding, all those are given out, but we are not going in. But we realize a lot of items we are really doing. Digital virtual marker, example, I will show in the later slide. And ICE coordination. ICE is called integrated concurrent engineering. When the client, consultant, subco, and all our project team and are using BIM model for a technical discussion. So crowd-based BIM model collaboration, we are doing, ICE we are doing, digital virtual market, we are doing short drawing submission approval, definitely you are doing in a digital way, and construction planning and schedule in synchro that we are doing. So those are the things that we are pushing by right. We are almost ready to go for IDD if the next wave is coming.
Humil, what is the FM stand for?
Facility management.
Oh, okay, good. Yeah.
Yes, thank you. So what are the things to look out at international BIM implementation benchmark? One of the things is from UK BIM framework. I think very informative. A lot of Singapore BIM guide, more key point are picking up from there also. So PS 1192 is something that interesting to read. I have to use some of the slide for this one, and then during our VDC implementation as well. So this is the first session. Basically, what is, I mean, BIM knowledge, how is the BIM is flowing to why BIM is required, all those are answer. I'm not talking about BIM 2D, 3D, 4D, and 5D, which is you can just Google any time that come out. Yeah. So I'm going to move on to BIM requirements as a main core and our project and more on the HDB projects. So the BIM requirement for HDB project is under documents and the documents SS 72.5. SS is a supplement. What? Supplement specification, yes, of the project. So page 12 to 35, and for the MOHS project is more page 72.6 to 796 as appendix Q. Okay, I think BIM requirements in Singapore at the moment, the higher is MOHS projects, and GTC also quite high, but HDB also slowly raising on their requirements. Anyway, I will run through current BIM requirement for HDB. So basically, they are asking for VEP. V stands for VDC, which is virtual design construction. E stands for execution. P stands for plan. So virtual design construction, education. I'm sorry, execution plan. So yeah, basically, to develop VEP, then to develop BIM models, then to exchange BIM model based on master schedule, and then to use whatever sharing and collaboration platform, which in our team, our company, we're using B360 Doc, and then conduct regular 3D review process throughout duration project, right? So ICE, Basically, we will call ICE stand for Integrated Concurrent Engineering. Integrated Concurrent Engineer. Okay, so those ICE meeting you were happy to hear if I mean in the most of later projects. Also, as well as perform detailed coordination check using BIM model. Basically, coordination check, class check, all those need to be done using BIM. So the flow is what we do is we will come out VEP, what are the items to be delivered, then we will develop BIM model to construction level, which is including subcore, starting to update the BIM model, everything. Then like we come out, then we start, we host on a those model hosted on a BIM 360 dot, or I mean crowd on a cloud. Then we share the BIM model. Then we
Open
will
the
start
door.
to crash check. We will do the crash check. Then we will start sitting. If any issue, we will start sitting in result in ICE meeting, and keep up to date the BIM model. If any problem coming back, right? Then like we will do virtual review. I mean, consultant will review virtual review or like virtual reality kind of modes. They will review in BIM model. That if any issue, they will bring it back to this kind of ICE. If no issue ready, we will produce a drawing. And or another way is like, I mean, in another track is like with the program, master program, we start doing construction simulation. So you can see all those seem like being requirements. We had the overall workflow, what are the process, how we are doing. So this part we will explain later. So after all those keep up to date model throughout the construction and then the completion, right? They're like we will need to give it a speed BIM model. And the last clause is prepare and submit information model for asset and estate management. So called, I mean here HDB only asking for asset and estate management, a few items only I think, but in the MOH's facility management, they are asking for more data like lifespan of the lifespan, what are warranty, everything need to be included in BIM model info. So those is being requirement. At least it's need to know. As now we know what is the BIM requirement, and then like we at least we can continue deliver with the best workflow and process. So BIM process, how we do is in the project itself. Each project will have different BIM requirement. We need to read their requirement first. Then we will need to come up with the process and activities to achieve their each requirements. As an example, over there, we need to have a rule data sheet. We need to have VDC 4D. So we have a head design intent model, then like site utilization model, we have master program, all those combined that we generate VDC 4D. So the timeline is not inside, but this is an activity, the workflow. Later, those one need to cover it to like including timeline. So the flow, then like we also need to have RSP model and facility management model. So this is very overall kind of process. Then like this is break down to individual tests. So like for the design intent model or 2D drawings, that model is validating through the by our main core. The construction model is start developing by main core PVC. There is a, if it is there is a subcore like PVC, also they also need to provide to us. If I mean for the integrating model, as well as other subcore need to work together in the MEP model, which is on the cloud. So we will have a few process to go through. You can read the more detailed process. I'm not going to explain here to save some time. It's quite self-explanatory. So it says how we are going to share the model between what is the process. And this is how we do FI model. Yeah. This is okay. I think this one about how we are doing using synchro to do construction simulation. What are the process that we need to be done? Basically, master program, the construction equipment, it's like so-called utilization model, all those things to model in. Now, we may likely to go more info like safety equipment. We will need to put it inside and then like see what more we get done in construction simulation. So this is one of the slide that I really like it for PS1192 UK BIM workflow. Basically, when we start doing BEP, right, we cannot just copy and paste because even though we know what is the project client requirements, example like HDB requirement is quite standard, but we cannot copy and paste. The reason is our supply chain is not the same. What supply chain is about our subcon or supplier, their being capability is not the same. Then example, they are being resource, their understanding, their what are the software they have, all those are not the same. So we definitely need to drag down to like what is our supply chain capability. Then we need to negotiate with them. Okay, can you come to our platform, which is something like we need to agree project IT solution. So for us, we're using BIM 360 dot as a platform. We negotiate. We are trying to bring in our subcore to use this BIM 360 design or whatever platform. So this is one way to supply chain, and then like we need to agree everything, and then we can come up project implementation plan. This is one way. But another way, so for the supply chain capability, example for our in-house, let's talk about IPS. So they have their capability, definitely, that they have their manpower. So they definitely based on responsability metric, responsability they know, but the timeline also need to agree with, okay, construction master program, what are the construction master program, where do you need to come out this BIM model up to date drawing, the text information delivery plan, text information delivery plan. So all those need to develop in the so-called master information delivery plan. So like design must be there. I mean the capability must be there. The timeline must be there. Map must be there. Everything. So like so MNDP is the one that are quite important. This one can be quite a standard after negotiation. But each project being execution, this part we always need to be adjust because different timeline, different manpower, different sizes. So in our case, when we developing this, this is a base understanding that we need to every time we need to refer back. So what we are doing in the project is like, even first of all, I will start asking for our subcore. Okay, subcore BIM assessment form, I will prepare and I ask there to answer question. Are you willing to exchange data? BIM model and yes, so they will answer yes or no. Basically, name the three past BIM project. So like, how do they understand what extent they use? So like basically after reading their BIM assessment tool, we began to realize, okay, we need to help them, or like, or they are all right, or like sometimes we need to ask them, okay, your BIM manpower not enough, you need to better bring in our timeline is something like this. So it's we need to guide them in the case they are not stand alone in BIM. I mean, some Mekong are still struggling, definitely. So our some subcon might have struggling with their manpower also. I mean,
Is there
everybody is suffering.
Nico, is there an incentive for the subcon to comply or
Yes, because
participate?
you can see here, it is a contract, like subcontractor shall be responsibility for preparation and drawing submission or subcon and whatever. I mean, the BIM model, all those we were. I mean, in the contract, we were put it in whatever project being requirement delivery. You are to take care your trade model, something like this. So we need to uh, ask to our contractee to include. So this one is a more of our contractee document that they need to take care of their part, something like that. Yeah. Without this one, I cannot go and push. Definitely yes. So definitely this is the part MIDB, right? So what we do is in MIDB as a process and scheduling, we need to come out the schedule and what the different process in the where we develop so-called virtual design construction execution plan or BIM execution plan. So what are the process and schedule look like is you can see this is our subcore. This is our subcore. I mean, it's IPS. Everyone probably know famous IPS. And this is our IMSP and our integrated subcore also. So what we are saying is like we need to know where the master program need to wise. I mean, this part is working out by master program already mentioned. They like break down activities to quite detailed. They're like IPS will say, okay, our PVC revert need to detail short drawing need to start preparing. Then they need to get approval here so they can do more. So they can wise up. They can cast. They can wise. So drag back all the way. Then we realize, okay, then our this 5 rule units must be our site must be finished what time at which date. Our submission need to be done when. They're like, then we say, okay, to do this, we need to have our subcore to be finished, the UR test, something like that. So basically, plan back everything, master plan, drive back all the activities together with your capability. Sometimes you will realize, oh, subcore, there you are delaying. You cannot just keep keeping with one man already. You need to put in more, something like. We need to focus that if they cannot deliver on the time that we want to or the time that we agree. Yeah. So it's MIDB Master Information Delivery Plan is one of the things that we always need to work out at different projects as a BIM execution plan. Without it, we were not ready BIM, and then we became like aspect BIM. Basically, whenever construct, and then we follow from behind, just deliver, give it. We are not useful. I mean, we may end up not happy to the project, like project standalone going with 2D, something like this kind of workflow. Remember, in the VDC, what continue with 2D. Then only us base we just update based on 2D drawing, pass it. That's it. Which is not the VDC spirit. VDC spirit should be continue using. Yeah. So this is I'm a master information delivery plan that we need to work out. And example, this one is quite similar to more detailed breakdown planning of the things. Sometimes look like very simple, but when you really dig down to each activity, become more and more difficult. The reason is like, okay, we can do, maybe our subcore can deliver, our IPS can deliver. But the problem is consultant either have a get approval, their authority submission have a approval, data authority approval, they come and change. Everything need to change. Those are the challenges that just we always, each project have. Example, Sinja, they just change for fire because FSD they fail, they keep changing, they're like pulling back a lot of backlog, and like we need to go one big log again. So like we always need to look out. Sometimes we are missing a lot of our master. What our team is focusing on within our construction only. We are not looking into authority approval stage. Later authority approval because of the changes we are affecting, especially at a design bid projects. If it is a design bid, whatever changes we get just claim EOT, right? So what I'm saying is that we need to look into master program. This one is for the big six. Then we need to put it back. Then we back planning. Like, okay, we need to upload to the case. We need to have approval on this date. The submission, where do we need? Then where do we need to do combined subject drawing? The coordination meeting when? Coordinate by main con when? Then all the model must be there ready. Then before the authority submission must be ready. So like a lot of activities need to be tracked down to get one objective, which is to get approval of the drawing, and coordinated and approval. Getting approval is quite easy if you are forced, then they will just approve, but they will write down, okay, you are raised to date, whenever coordinating issue. Yeah. So getting approval is all okay, but the really coordinate is quite a challenge that need to consider a lot. Okay, then definitely we need to have a short drawing submission for get approval date. And because we are doing VDC, like what we are saying, that we share our model and we work together with subcore in one model. So we cannot keep changing our file name in the like version. We cannot keep changing. So what we do is, first of all, definitely we will freeze this model structure. So in this model, right, Archi model itself have units. Units have PVC module, which definitely generated by IPS. Then like we will link it to our units. Each module link it to the unit. We can form a unit. Then we will include those units built up to the block. So those are individual files. Revit file, they're like linking each other. Then to make it finally to become like one master file, when you can see all the structure model, Archi model, MEP model, and PVC or like our precaster or PVC models. So MEP model is about we're working not only by our team, different subcore, all the subcore kind of work in those files. Basically, we are hosting those model and file at a in360 dot. They need to buy their license, like one user is like 1,000. They come in and connect to our platform, and then they are working. So we also buy our license. All our guys are working on this common crowd model.
This chart, the network chart is done by the BIM automatically, or is manually
we use mind map is not automatically. Mind map
okay.
we use manually using mind map software. Is not that bad because it's
okay.
those linking not that bad.
Okay.
Yeah, this one is a requirement also, but where they usually consultant, right, they will not have this kind of thing. So this chap will give, in the case we give to consultant or in our space stage, right, everyone know how we are linking, like how to generate which one, something like this. So after those platform is, I mean, this is a part of discussion with our subcore and briefing to them what are the platform we're going to use. Like I will need to give a training to our subcore and consultant team to give an online training. I think 2018. I think yes, when they start of the project, we need to do Zoom meeting a lot because their back end coordinator may not be able to join every meeting. So like we do a lot of Zoom meeting and then train to them the training how to onboard to our platform. Then we definitely need to develop the WhatsApp group chat where all the coordinator from different coordinator are inside. I mean, modeler, BIM coordinator, their project PM, our SPM, everyone. We just make it one group and like we will just discuss whether the BIM 360 those the platform issue or the design issue. We just discuss in here. So also we have a weekly technical meetings when you can see all the subcore and consultant are inside. So you can see this is a client, I think director, I say something, director, yeah. Director level client will review in BIM model or the design, the architect, consultant project manager, or the design manager and subcore, all those they will be inside to do ICE meeting, like to solve, I mean, design review as well as solve the issues. And those meeting minutes need to be recorded down, they shared screenshot as well as the meeting minutes, then keep revise, keep continue every week meeting. Then those are attendees. You can see the reason showing is what are the role they are attending. So like, yeah. And this is sample of how our screenshot and meeting minute record down. So basically this is to chase the issue that are pending. Example, you can see this one is almost 1 month. Like, they have an update. So like until they update, it will keep appear red, like they are being pressure from our side. Like, definitely we need to ask them to update. I mean, we need to do a lot of chase work to our consultant and subco as well. As well, we need to working very hard to achieve. So just now, this is for the Xinjiang project, and this is for unit model of HDB project. You can see IPS model is shared to us. So what basically we do is the module we bring in. Basically like actual building, right? You need to wise up virtual their modules, and then we will need to finish it, architecture finishing and electrical, right? So basically we include all those elements and then combine, integrate, and see what are the press detection kind of thing. So example of a virtual walkthrough model that we're doing. Actually, this one straight away generated for BIM model. We are not using external software. This is the BIM model that we are using for coordination, using for drawing production, as well as in ice meeting, everything in this model. We don't have separate 3D mass model for like outsourcing. No, we are doing one model, doing everything like virtual review in this kind of standard detail. So it's include a lot of detail like floor track ways, switches location, gray window gray, and all the tap points, say tie line, like penetration for aircon, penetration for the things, switches location lighting, and skirting, floor tile, and whether a lot of things we need to discuss whether here need to wall time or not, something like this. The penetration, floor track, yeah, shower head. You can see quite a details. We remodel based on actual MAE catalog. Meaning we ask, okay, site team, what is your MAE equipment elements that you are using in this particular project? Then like we will remodel exactly the same, like the thing that we are going to use. So it's like big twice, virtual twice. So even before the ground is break, the project, pilot is start, we might get this kind of result already. Client has to know, okay, this is the thing that we are going to get. And then like from there, we exactly generate drawing from here. That's what site need to do is follow this drawing. So we can deliver the same result like what we are showing now. Yeah, so this is a virtual market walkthrough that we had done for issue C26. And this is the underground service, overall service, the whole site that we are doing underground services coordination meeting. Throughout the meetings, I think we have adjusted 66 pie cut off level because of crusher with all those. Yeah. So you can see here, IC, Meho, electrical, underground services plan, PUB pie. Yeah, basically every majority things that need to be coordinated and introduce site program we will need to model and coordinate. So usually this one take some time because as you know we need to have a cutoff level of information for site team. That we need to ask our subcon, okay, you guys come and model how you want to build. This is the most important. Then you model here the build ready, the build on the site according to this drawing and this model. Then we can really have know the issue is really solved. So this is
Miko, how about the timing? In terms of timing, how long it takes for each of the process, maybe the piling, the PVC installation, would they be able to simulate which one is which one are the bottleneck taking the longest time?
Yep. We have two ways. One is if I refer to MNDB, Master Information Delivery Plan, right? One way is our plan.
Okay.
Where they need to, example for underground, right? Yeah. When they need to have the give to model, where are we going to coordinate? How many revision we are targeted to coordinate? But we also had track,
okay,
where we get up-to-date model or actual things. Like how long we are doing. I mean, this meeting we example we tracking working on here. Right? I will keep putting information.
I
So
see.
maybe at the moment, Vision C36 Sinja project is a very fast project. So we don't have a lot of information, but we can say we are to keep tracking. So in the future, we can refer back to those tracking lists, and like we can come out, okay, roughly how long this take. We will
Mm,
put it in the
okay.
planning team, planning info,
Mm-hmm,
and like
mm-hmm.
more accurate information can be done.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very good.
So this is a sample of our, I mean, coordination model with together with roadway, leadway, and walkway, including landscape elements. We also, I mean, from there, what we're doing is we generate drawings, short drawing, submission drawing for this model as well. You can see this is a very Sinja project roof drawing, quite complicated. I mean, completed. Or the routing crash detection is there. So here is there is a crash. Like there, our this subcore need to start changing their detailing. So in the consultant drawing, you will never had this kind of detail because consultant drawing will coming out. There is a cutting wall screen. That's it. They will not have this what is the structure, backing structure, all this requirement. But because this one go through for our internet, I mean individual PE drawing. So like I will force our subcore to give me more there together with your based on your PE drawing, something like that. Then like we can we realize because of this framing coming in, right, we need to adjust those solar panel a lot. Previously, solar panel has almost touching in design model, example. Then like basically a lot of things change around the way coordination is the location all those also, lot of the location also because below is DVBC, there all the heavyweight thing need to be in the concrete. Is throughout the I mean we are using really up to date keep updating per model, keep doing a coordination meeting. Then like we realize, okay, those are the problem we need to solve. Keep chasing to close the issue. So by that way, when it's kind to site, right, hopefully less a problem. If they really follow and construct based on the BIM model. If we also asking our site people to follow drawing and base BIM model. If not, all our effort will be gone. Yeah, we do something here, then pay on the site differently. Then like all the problem might come back again, right? Yeah. So VDC spray rate is model what you are going to bake, and then bake according to model. Yeah, this is very principle based principle. So this is a PNGC file. I think C26 PNGC file. How the synchro is using for construction simulation. So PVC model for IPS, right? We were doing like scheming. There we because depend on different module, we may need to do different activity. This one is like level, so we just do scheming on site. Yeah, at the factory that way. This one level. Scheming and plus the tiling, floor tile need to be there off-site. I mean fabrication, not the PVC fabrication yet. Site temporary office and site temporary land. Then for the kitchen unit, we will need to do those tiling. So those tiling production drawing supposed to be out even before PVC start. So like all the penetration of floor tile location can be determined, or even window alignment. It's tiling is alright correct. So yeah, then those equipment need to be installed. I mean, this is a kind of showing sequencing without timing. If we moving forward, if we can have I mean, this one will give a better understanding of how we want to sequence our block, how we want to stitch it back to unique to the module. So the last one will be Hosu Center and then like where cast and cast corridor at the latest part. And PVC tile, I mean, floor finishes will be coming later. And door frames and door panel are the last to be installed. And skirting is the last to be installed. So basically, this one gave how the unit is going to form. It's using synchro software. I think there is a few people in our team is very skillful in using this. I'm not the one. So if you need anything for your projects, I think let us know. I think we have a few people who is very good in this doing this. So this one just now is a very detailed level how the module are forming to units, and then we also have typical level like okay one level how we are going to I mean typical block level typical level study cycle. Then we also have a overall master program. Based on overall master program, we will simulate construction sequence. So like here showing test activity to be done in this month, and yeah, breakdown of tests, what are the ongoing work, completed work is green. So by rights, by April or May, we should already hitting, I mean, based on old master program, right? If you look at old master program, you may be very difficult to read, a lot of pages, a lot of things, but when you look at this VDC for this construction simulation, you are in the grass, you know how much delay you are. Example for April, we supposed to hit to, I mean, those projects, those supposed to finish, but in fact, we are around there, I think. And this here, so what we are doing is like, after those one is there, right, what we are doing is, we just make a comparison with current status. So by right, you can see in real world, in specific date, P1C, based on planning, master planning, supposed to be finished up to this level. Wait, okay. Sorry for the noise. I think I'm staying near to the office, so still got this flight. So you can see 3A1C by right, we are supposed to be at that level, and architecture finishing is supposed to be start, but in fact, it's still at a ground slab. Yeah. So it's we can make a comparison. This project a bit difficult because there is no very good view for take a overall view, and there is no fry zone, so we cannot take a drone shot. If there is a we have a drone shot, right, it's much easier. We can just need to similar shot from here. We actually and our VDC can compare and can see how different with our master program and actual execution here. So what else we do? So definitely we have virtual reality capability 6, I think 217. There we also do augmented reality. I mean, we have capability to do augmented reality. We're doing 3D printing and QR as well. So that's it for our third session. So number 4 session will be fundamental BIM scale. So to do that, we will need to, I mean, we will take we will restart at 11:45. What I need you to do is for provided a slide, there is a hyperlink below in your PDF. The PDF I shared to you in the group chat. Please download it. There is a hyperlink below. What I need you to do is I need to download you this model, which is a 5 rule units for Tengah Galaxy 5. And I also provided the link for those Senja project and C36 project in case you want to navigate and then see, I mean, you can walk through. You can see the design review, what are the issues you found. I mean, you can take a look. it's a real project, so you can see what is how much did we afford in. So example for those first slide, right? Those elements, all those are inside this model. So take a look, download, and then like you can open with Naviswap free then that I have shared to you. I mean, in the group chat, I think Miss Alex set it down. So before we start, I want you to install this Naviswap Freedom software that show in the group chat also yesterday, email by Miss Alex also. And second is download this file. Those two files you can download later stage and play around. So we will restart at 11:45.